welcome to episode number 6 of Let's Play Pokemon Tom. And yeah, second episode going up today, guys. Now, this episode is here simply as a makepiece. The episode that I did attempt to record in place of this, and there's still a slight lag spike going on with this one, which I'll explain. There was some big lag issues with the last episode. I wasn't very happy with what I put out, and I felt for transparency reasons I had to put the episode out. So I did, and obviously at the end of that episode you saw Squirtle Evolved. So welcome to the team, Squirtle. Now, in this episode I think I need to sort of do something about all of the stuff that I've got wrong, you know, and I'm going to continue on with the Mount Moon run through. So yeah, happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday when you are watching this, at least I hope so. That's when this is going up anyway, because it's Sunday morning, 1 o'clock in the morning here where I am. So yeah, we're going to battle here with some wild Pokemon, and I'm just going to literally talk to you guys for a bit. The problems I've been having in terms of lag is because my computer, or my laptop, is a bit crap, frankly. I essentially have to put together, run the game in an emulator in Visual Advanced with a screen recorder over the top of it. And what I seem to find is the lag increases incredibly when I am running my audio recording software, Adobe Auditions, at the same time. So what I think is going to be easier, and I hope you guys can live with this, is doing most of the videos in post-commentary, but playing up the fact that they're not in post-commentary. So I'll watch the video. I watch the video through with Auditions running in the background, and I just talk over the top of it. I just talk over the top and hope that you guys can still enjoy my commentary. So what we're doing here is we're just literally battling our way through Mount Moon. Squirtle will get some serious leveling. So what I'm going to do is effectively just record. What I'll do is I'll record the actual gameplay and get like episodes and episodes and episodes in advance, and then I'll have a run of recording audio. And I'll do like an hour of recording audio, which is 2 episodes. So halfway through this episode, I will, as the lag is quite bad in this episode, but what I sort out after this episode is from this episode onwards they are going to be in post commentary, and as such the lag is going to cut out about halfway through this episode, where I started swearing a bit, and yeah, here. The lag, at this point here, I basically think, screw it, I'm not going to do live commentary anymore. So I've cut out the tape there, and it's at this point that I'm just recording the gameplay. I've took my headset off, I've put it down on the desk, and I'm literally just sitting here playing the game through. The lag is still a bit wobbly on this video particularly, but it does clear up in the next video and the video after that, I hope. But obviously that depends on what you guys see when I put these up. But I am new to this, very new to this game. Not to the game, I played Fire Red loads of times before, but I am very new to the business of Let's Playing, and I am working out the best way that works for me. And when I've found that, hopefully that also is something that you guys can live with, and that something that you guys can live with, that we can together live in harmony and peace and love each other forever. At least that's what I'd like to think anyway. So we'll battle through quite a bit of the of this here, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's very difficult to commentate over areas like that because there isn't really much going on. It's just walking from A to B. But I always sort of hated Mount Moon because it's a very big area. Now it's not that you get lost in it. It's relatively a straightforward route from A to B straight in a circle. But it's also the difficulty in it is it's such a long and convoluted route, in my opinion. And the wild Pokemon really do get on your nerves because at this stage in the game, repels aren't really that much of an idea because you can only get the lower grade repels. You're quite short on money all the time, and so yeah, you do just have to go with it and just go, right, that's it. I'll just fight them, you know. It is good for leveling though because everything's around about level 10, and that is good for the early game leveling. But you know, I get a bit confused here as to which way to go because I can get quite confused in Mount Moon. Contrary to what I was just telling you guys, yeah, Mount Moon does sometimes confuse you a little bit, especially when you're stressed about thinking, I was still swearing quite a bit at this point because I was quite annoyed at the fact that I would have to do post commentary, not live commentary, because I want to get these videos done and uploaded as quickly as possible so that you guys can see them. And well, basically, I have been recording this game all day, either recording it, doing post commentary, recording live commentary, editing the videos, or uploading them, because I want to get as many videos all queued up and ready so that I've got some semblance of a schedule up. And I also wanted to try out this schedule system. Oh, I nearly turned to Sean Connery then. This schedule system of YouTube. And I wanted to sort of see how it works, you know. And it looks as though you can pretty much upload a video and it remains private until the time you've allotted. Now we'll find out later today, Sunday, if episode 2 pops up at the right time. But that. You'll know all about that because this is a really late episode in the season, and you won't, you know, episode 2 was nearly a week ago at this point. But I wanted to get quite a few episodes all queued up, ready to go, so that you guys can watch them and we can get through this game. I'll do some shout outs during this part. I'll talk about some stuff that's going on. This is a collab project with Wayne. You can find him by going to my channel and going to the featured channel section, and he is Cat Gaming. If you go to that channel and let him know that I sent you and that you like, because he's a really good guy. He's one of my idols in terms of this kind of business. He's the guy who has been saying to me over the last couple of months, I think your voice is something that you can do. Something that you can make something of. And my thing is, I used to do radio. I was a presenter on community radio, and I really loved doing it, but I've always had this thing about not liking the sound of my own voice. I'm not one of those people who I'm one of those people who will always talk. I'm always a talker. But I'm not one of those ones who likes the sound of your own voice. I think I sound unintelligent and a bit common, and contrary to what I'd like to say, I swear a lot and I've got a pretty shitty Brummy accent that I kind of don't like. But the problem with that is because I don't like my voice, I don't like to hear it back. So I also come into it with quite a bit of what's the word now? Quite a bit of what's the word? skepticism. I'm quite skeptical of people when they say you've got a good voice, you're a good talker, well, Wayne's line that he's used a lot is, I could listen to you talk all day. And well, the reason it took me so long to get into it, I mean, he's been pushing me to do this for like months, and the reason it took me so long is because I've got that level of skepticism where I think, oh, I've been having a bad few months, I don't feel good and all that. You're just saying that to make me feel better, aren't you, mate? That's what, that's something that I kept saying, I kept thinking to myself, because I've never actually said it out loud to him. I've never actually admitted all of this stuff in public, so I'm admitting this stuff in public for the first time. And I always said, I always thought to myself, he's just saying that to make you feel better. He doesn't really think that. He, like everyone else, hates you. I had that sort of thing, a lack of self-confidence for a long time, and that comes from having been a bullied kid at school, bullied for years and years and years. So honestly, I know all about it, and I'm actually acting as a bit of a mentor to a friend's kid. You will have met him in earlier videos, George. He's having quite a shitty time of it at school. He's at my old school that became an academy, and he's having quite a shitty time of it. And I'm sort of being there as the experience, because I have experienced all of this. I was treated like a sideshow freak, treated like something off the bottom of everyone's foot. There was the one point in college that, I know Wayne's watching this video and I know he's going to laugh at this, where I became public enemy number 1 from a misunderstanding of a text message. Now I'm sure Wayne remembers that, because he was one of the people who helped me, stood by my side all the way through it, and helped me fight off the accusations that I was, what was it at the time? Contrary to being a sex offender, and I became public enemy number 1 for about a week, and then loads of people stood up for me, stood up for me, and they stood there and they said, we don't think it's like him, it must be a misunderstanding. And then I was proven innocent. After all that, I was proven innocent, and it's something that means a lot to me when people are nice to me, because I have a very low self-opinion of myself. I mean, I'm a short, fat, mouthy fucker who doesn't know when to shut up and could probably do with a slap. And that's genuinely what I think about myself, and it's sort of like, you hear me say stuff like that and you think, God, this fucker hates himself. No, but the thing is, I think we all do deep down inside. But I of late have been turning it into a humour. So whenever people sort of comment about me, oh, you're fat, you're this, you're that, you're thick, you're dumb, you smell, you're gay. I'm not, but people just being childish, really, children. And when people do that, it just bothers me, and I just get really upset. And I used to get really upset, but now I just sort of, make them the butt of the joke. I'm going to stop the storytelling time for a little bit and go back into commentary mode, simply because Butterfree's going to die here, and I'm going to black out in the game, and that's shit, isn't it? But obviously I'll talk some more during getting back to this point and through the rest of the video, but when stuff like this happens in future, I'm going to look at playing music from independent artists, people who are good people, they're my friends, and people who I think deserve a push. So that's going to be in future episodes, but in this one I'm going to talk. At least I think I lose. I think I lose to him here. I lose to his coughing. I think I'm not entirely sure, but you know, because I recorded this like 6 hours ago. But what where was I? I was talking about the thing I've got is, you know, I know there's a shit ton wrong with me. I know that. You know, I'm fucking blind for one, nearly, and you know. What it is I know I've got to play with the deck of cards that life has dealt me. Now, whether they're a good set of cards or a bad set of cards, I don't think it matters. You've got to play with what life gives you. Yes, there are ways of improving one's lifestyle, but they're long term, right? And that's something that I'm working on in my own. It's my own little adventure that I'm working on, and you know, my friends are supporting me on. At least some of them are. I won't get into that because that's really starting to sound like hate speech, and I really don't want it to go there. But you know, I know who the trolls are, and fuck you. But it's sort of like I'm working on my own stuff, and I'm doing this because I like playing Pokemon, and I wanted to share my playing of Pokemon with you. That's it. That's it. There's no big sort of. There's no big hoo-ha about it. I don't. You know, I don't. If anyone watches this, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. You know, if they comment, they like. They can, they don't. Whatever. You know, I'm just doing this because I want to share this with my friends and hopefully with the wider community. And that's all I do it for. You know, if I make money along the side, so be it. That's awesome. But I'm not looking at this as a financial thing. I'm just looking at this as a bit of fun that I'm having a fucking good time doing, and that I'm loving getting done, you know? And I mean, it's Pokemon, for Christ's sake. It's a good, fun game, and I can take the piss out of some of the characters. You know, I mean, you guys have got this far. You will have seen episode 1 with Professor Pedophile, where you know, I totally reimagined Professor Oak as a child molester. Yes, I did it, and I'll tell you why I did it. Because I just want to be different about this game, right? I could easily just play through it. Let's take it completely seriously, and let's be really serious and talk completely solid and really serious, and it's really important, and IVs, EVs, really serious, good movesets, growl and all this serious. No, I'm just gonna play this and just take the piss. Now, I love Pokemon. I absolutely love it. Fire Red and Leaf Green are some of my favourite things because the original ones were a bit unplayable, and the sprites and stuff were pretty horrible. They were good for the time, don't get me wrong, but the remakes were good because they made the original games that we played in 1997. They made them accessible to the new generation, and I mean they did the same with the Heart Gold and Soul Silver remakes, but that's for another discussion. And they. You know, I absolutely love Pokemon. I watch the anime all the time. I'm constantly talking about it. If you follow me on Twitter, which I'm hoping some of you guys will, I posted a picture that I took when I was in Wednesbury Town Centre, where they've got like a mural on the floor, like a mosaic mural thing, right? It's circular, and it's got like some gem stuff in the middle, right, in a circle. It's like blue, and immediately the first thing I saw, and my friend Cam could back this up if you asked him, right, was, holy shit, that is a great ball. And his response was, you are such a nerd. But that's what I saw, you know, a big circle, a big blue circle with a smaller whitish circle in the middle. That is a Pokeball. Well, that is a great ball because, you know, if you see something red on the top, white on the bottom with a white button in the middle, right, you see a Pokeball. Well, I see the other types of Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls, Master Balls, you know? And I saw Great Ball when I saw that, you know, and I just, you know, immediately took the picture, tweeted it out, and stuck it on Facebook, you know, sent it to me mum, and, you know, I'm just like that, you know? And the reason I'm doing this is I like to get excited when I'm watching this, you know? I mean, I know I haven't said much about it. Oh, Paris mushrooms, yeah, woo. I'm just doing this as a chance to just mouth off, you know? I've got like a half-litre bottle of water that I've been drinking while I've been doing the commentary, and it's just to keep my throat from getting too dry. And, you know, I just like doing it, you know? I just like talking to people. This one day, I was coming back, it was back in the days when I was doing radio, and I was coming home from doing one of the shows. And I'd also got my hair cut at the same time, because the hairdressing place on site. And I walked past this old fella, and this old bloke, and it's something I always do, and I'm going to go into this now. I really shouldn't, but I'm going to. It's something that I do, right? If I see an old person, I reach out to them, not physically, because then they'll run away. I reach out to them and just say hello, or good evening, or good morning, or whatever, you know, whatever is suitable for the time. And the reason I do that is because one time I was with my brother and we were at our local shopping centre, One Stop at Perry Bar. We'd gone to get a video game, and we walked past this old lady, right? Now, I was wearing jeans at the time and a dark t-shirt, and I had a fleece on because I always wear a fleece jacket. Just it was comfortable and it's warm, and it was winter at the time. And we were walking towards this old lady, and as we walked past that, my brother had a hoodie on because he always wears a hoodie at the time. And as we walked past this old lady, she flinched. Now to you that might seem like nothing, right? You think of that, oh, you're just overreacting, but no, she flinched. Now I know some of you are sitting there going, what the fuck's this stupid idiot on about now? No, seriously, listen, she flinched. Why did she flinch as she walked past us, and why did I notice her hand tighten around her handbag? I notice these things because I watch people, and I notice things that they do, right? Her hand tightened around her handbag strap, and she flinched. That old lady was terrified that me and my brother, two youths, because that's what we were, you know, I was 19, 20 at the time, and my brother would have been 17, 18, right? That us two youths, because of how we looked, that we were going to try and rob her or possibly do her harm. Okay, that's standard, yeah, there are youths who would do that. But what offended me a little bit, deep down inside, and it still lives with me today, that this incident, because I couldn't do anybody any harm. And neither could my brother. We don't like, well, I don't like it. He doesn't give a shit because he's one of those, but I don't like the fact that because I looked a certain way that day, that I was considered a potential criminal. So So go back to the main story. What I do is I say hello. I greet them. I'll even shake a hand or two if their situation permits it. Simply because that way it breaks the image. It breaks the image of scary youth possibly going to rob me. It breaks that image down. And what it does is it clears it up and basically makes it this guy is okay, he's sound, he's safe, whatever, you know, he's not going to do me any harm. And I'll talk to them if time permits it, you know, and that's just something I do because I would like to think I'm a nice person. I might be a bit heavy-handed sometimes in social situations, but that's just me. That's just what I do. And it's sort of... that's just what I do. That's just the way I do things. And I know some people got really angry with me. They got really angry with some of the way I did videos in the summer last year and all that. But this is 2013 and this is the new look from what I'm doing. And I know that I've made mistakes in the past. We all have. But what I want to do is I want to move forward, right? Sitting on top of those mistakes, but moving forward and just getting on with everything that I need to do. And that's why I want people to give me a chance. I want people to, even though they might have heard, oh, this person does this person does that, Tom denies the Holocaust, he believes in kicking kittens and he believes in gang raping pregnant women and all that bullshit that people probably hear about me. I just want them to say, right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him a chance. If he proves to me he's a complete cunt, I'm going to go. And that's what I want people to do. I want people to literally give me an opportunity to prove that I'm a good human being. And if they give me that opportunity, I think we could be friends forever. And that's something that I'm pleased that people have done for me in the past. I talk to Wayne almost every day, and he is one of the only people who stood by me after all that happened last year. But let's not go into that. This is Pokemon Let's Play Fire Red, and we are making our way out of the Mamu. We're coming up towards the end. I think I finish at the Pokemon Center in Cerulean. Or do I? I'm not sure. We'll see. Anyway, but yeah, thank you guys for just sitting here watching Pokemon played in the background while I just mouthed off. I've got some voices to do. So I always come to these guys when I'm playing the game because Mega Punch and Mega Kick, whilst they've only got a few uses on them, PP-ups can sort that out later, they are really powerful moves and they're worth giving up a slot in your moveset on certain Pokemon for them to have. I've given Mega Punch to Pikachu because eventually he will be a Raichu and that'll be useful. Because he'll have a higher physical stat when he becomes a Raichu. And I am going to give Mega Kick, which is the geezer behind my character. I'm going to give him Mega Kick. Mega Kick is going to be given to Mankey. Because Mankey is my fighting type, and he will eventually become a Primeape, and that move will be good on him. I could have taught it to Wartortle, but Wartortle's going to have a lot of very water heavy moves. Mankey is a fighting type, so it kind of fits, you know. And yeah, so that's the way we're going to do it. I'm just checking the clock on my recording session so I know when I've got to start closing out this video commentary. But yeah, I feel better having had the opportunity to talk to you guys about some of this stuff. I'm going to try not to make it all lectury stuff. As I said, I just needed to fill the gap while I after I died in the cave, and I'll you know, if you guys want me to talk about subjects during the post commentaries, then I can do that. You know, that's something I can do while I'm playing this. It might be easier than doing those face-to-camera vlogs where the camera wobbles quite a bit, because all I'm doing here is sitting in a comfortable chair and talking. But I'm in the Pokemon Center, so what that means, guys, is thank you for watching this episode of Tom Plays Pokemon Fire Red. I will see you guys in the next episode, which will be tomorrow. Thank you guys, love you all, peace out. Out, so I did, and obviously at the end of that episode you saw Squirtle Evolved, so welcome to the team Squirtle. Now in this episode I think I need to sort of do something about all of the stuff that I've got wrong, you know, and I'm going to continue on with the Mount Moon run through. So yeah, happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday when you are watching this, at least I hope so. That's when this is going up anyway. Because it's Sunday morning, 1 o'clock in the morning here where I am, probably, when I am running my audio recording software, Adobe Auditions, at the same time. So what I think is going to be easier, and I hope you guys can live with this, is doing most of the videos in post-commentary, but playing up the fact that they're not in post-commentary. So I'll watch the video. I watched the video through with auditions running in the background, and I just talk over the top of it. And I just talk over the top and hope that you guys can still enjoy my commentary. So what we're doing here is we're just literally battling our way through Mount Moon. Wartortle will get some serious leveling. So what I'm going to do is effectively just record. What I'll do is I'll record the actual gameplay and get like episodes and episodes and episodes in advance, and then I'll have a run of recording audio. And I'll do like an hour of recording audio, which is 2 episodes. Welcome to episode number 6 of Let's Play Pokemon Tom, and yeah, second episode going up today, guys. Now this episode is here simply as a makepiece. The episode that I did attempt to record in place of this, and there's still a slight lag spike going on with this one, which I'll explain. There was some big lag issues with the last episode. I wasn't very happy with what I put out, and I felt for transparency reasons I had to put the episode. So yeah, we're going to battle here with some wild Pokemon, and I'm just going to literally talk to you guys for a bit. The problems I've been having in terms of lag is because my computer or my laptop is a bit crap, frankly. I essentially have to put together, run the game in an emulator in Visual Advanced with a screen recorder over the top of it. And what I seem to find is the lag increases incredibly.